Hi everyone. We're going to solve the differential equation given. The first thing we're going to do is rearrange all of this. So we're going to group our dy's with our y's here. And to do that, we're just going to write this as y divided by e to the power of y dy. So all I did was cross this up here and this down here. And then for our theta part, we're just going to write this as sine squared of theta. I can write 1 divided by secant of theta as just cosine of theta. And then cross this up here as d theta. All right, so that's just the rearranging of it. Now we can integrate both sides of the equation to find our solution. So we're going to integrate y. I'm going to rewrite this as e to the power of negative y dy equals the integral of sine squared of theta cosine of theta d theta. Now on the left hand side, I'm going to use integration by parts and let u equal y. So du equals dy. I'm going to let dv here equal e to the power of negative y dy. So v is just going to equal negative e to the power of negative y. So substituting this left-hand side in, we're going to get u times v. To do this in red, that's going to be u is y, and v is negative e to the power of negative y, minus the integral of v is negative e to the power of negative y, and du is just dy. This gives me negative y e to the power of negative y. This part here, and we have minus, we're going to get e to the power of negative y. So that's the left-hand side. Now for the right-hand side, we're going to use substitution. So let's do that, and we're going to get, so just remember this part for the left-hand side. So the right-hand side, we're going to let u equal sine of theta. So du equals negative or equals cosine of theta d theta. So before, let me just show you the left-hand side. We had the integral of sine squared of theta cosine of theta d theta. So substituting in for u, we're going to have the integral of u squared and du. This equals the integral. Well, once you integrate this, you're going to get 1/3 u cubed plus c. Substituting back in your u, you're going to get 1/3 sine cubed of theta plus c. So your final answer is going to be the left-hand side, which was negative y e to the power of negative y minus e to the power of negative y equals 1/3 sine cubed of theta plus c. So that's your final answer. We cannot solve explicitly for y, so we just have to leave our y separated out like that. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.